Arrington informed me that he actually has a job in this area, working in sanitation, and he's fearful that the tether is placed.
Well, let me say this. I can't do everything. You blew it. You want to go to jail, you go to jail. You don't, you're going to get a tether. We have to monitor this.
Understand.
This is case number 24S00722OM, City of Southfield versus Joshua Arrington.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Scobie is on behalf of Mr. Arrington. Mr. Arrington, state your name. Joshua Arrington.
Okay, Mr. Arrington, you're here for a probation violation hearing on one count of disorderly person. It's a 90-day misdemeanor with up to a $500 fine. You certainly have a right to have a full hearing with your lawyer representing you at this hearing. The burden of proof in the hearing is on the prosecution approved by the greater weight of the evidence that you are in fact in violation in the manner claimed. So if you have a hearing and you're found guilty, if you wait a hearing to plead guilty, that's when the penalties apply. You understand that? The violation dates back to November 20th, 2024, and it is simply that you tested positive for alcohol with ETG test on November 19th. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, speaking with Mr. Arrington, wishes to guilty to that.
All right, is that right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anybody force or threaten you?
I'm sorry.
Did anyone force or threaten you? You've been promised anything? You're pleading guilty freely, voluntarily?
Yes.
Is it true that you did test positive for alcohol?
Yes.
On November 19th at ATS? All right. And a sufficient basis, and I'll accept your plea, finding that it is freely, understanding, voluntarily, knowingly made. Okay, you admitted to consuming alcohol, you consumed a shot of vodka or two. You've not tested since you were tested positive, and you missed 3 tests. You said you thought you were getting locked up, so you stopped testing.
Yeah, this is my first time. I've never been through the process when my probation officer told me.
So we just have to, when you miss tests, they're automatically gonna go against you as positive. So that's like now instead of 1 positive, you got 4. Why would you stop?
This is my first time ever live.
No, but who told you to stop?
Being in my own head now. Out there, out the worst. Like I said, I got all my fears on where I even paid my lease up for my apartment, everything.
And did you see the recommendation?
Saw the recommendation? Yes.
It didn't say any jail.
I didn't know.
Well, now I'm gonna go give you some because you're ready. What do you want to say?
Your Honor,
Why was he drinking vodka?
Your Honor, from what he told me, his grandfather basically informed him and his mom that he didn't have much time left,
Well, how old is your grandfather?
69, 70. He has cancer. He has cancer, and he's done with treatment. But after his grandpa told him that, Mr. Arrington, his mother, started kind of freaking out. So.
And Mr. Arrington freaked out.
He freaked. Well, when he told me his mother started drinking, he started drinking right behind.
Okay, and so how did the drinking help?
This is my first time ever being.
How did the drinking help?
It didn't help at all. I'm going to jail.
But how did it help the whole situation? So why would you put do you think just what your grandfather wants you to do is start drinking because he might, you don't even know if he will pass. We don't know that. We know that's what they think. We know cancer people think it's a death sentence, not all the time, is it? And even if the doctors said that, where's the faith anymore?
Once again, we was watching Helmet playing and we was having a good time. Out of the blue, he just said, "Yeah, y'all get ready, because I don't got enough time to be here." And we like, "What you mean?" He like, "Yeah, I'm done with the chemotherapy."
At least he told you.
And we was looking, I was shell shocked. So
you'd have been more shell shocked if he hadn't told you. Sometimes people don't tell. But here's the thing. That's true, and I say it a lot. And I know it's hard to hear something, but you still got a lot of time with them. You don't know how much, but you do. So make the best of it, because nobody can live forever, unfortunately. We all are gonna lose or have already lost. I lost my grandmother 20-something years ago. It was devastating. But I didn't lose it. I didn't drink. You know why? Because if you got faith, you don't. You upset, you know, you miss them, but you don't melt down. You know, you just don't. She didn't melt down when she lost her son early. My uncle. Because why? Faith. So get some faith. Start exercising. And that don't mean walking around here paying lip service. I mean, it's getting into your word so that you don't feel as bad as you felt that you needed to try to ruin your own situation. You know he's gonna go at some point, even if it's not from this. Your mother is gonna go. She is. Everybody in this room is gonna go. Everyone, all of us, and it's not a good thing for us in life. Everybody will.
So you gotta come back.
Sir, the reality, I didn't say she's gonna die now, but you think she's gonna live forever too?
Yes.
Okay, well, you think that. If you get some faith, maybe she will by some book or crook. But you know, there's a Ecclesiastes has a whole verse about a season for things. And everything has its own season. Nothing is forever. And it's okay if you have faith. So that just shows you now that you got to get yourself together. You just do. Because life is going to continue to move forward. Whether your grandfather lives through this or not, life is still going to move. Eventually, we're all going to get older. As we get older, things happen. No one wants to face that, but it will. And you got to get yourself right so that you handle it better than you're handling it now. Your mother isn't even sick, and you're just about to melt down about the possibility of her not being here. I know, but that's not all you have. It's who you physically think you got right now. But that's not all you have. Your steps are ordered every day. And if you have faith and you believe, you got God. You walking around here thinking that this life right here is the be all and end all. And that all you got is your mother. You better wake up. That's not true. And we'll all know that at some point. But carry your faith better than this. Because your mother needs you to be strong because that's her daddy. So if she melts down, what are you going to do? You can't rely on her because she's melted down. And if he does pass, I'm not so convinced he will right now. You don't know that. Who's going to get through the services and the planning if you like this and she's like that? Just not together. Read some scripture. I'm telling you, if you're a believer, if you're not, then you should possibly think about becoming one. I'm not here to dictate who's a believer in God and what you should do with your own religion. But I know it helps. I do know that from personal experience. So, Mr. Rivers, anything from the people here?
No, Your Honor, the court's discretion. The recommendation, I would ask no jail time. The recommendation.
Tell what you going at. No jail, that's your job.
It's also recommended a tether. Mr. Arrington informed me that he actually has a job in this area, working in sanitation, and he's fearful that the tether is placed.
Well, let me say this. I can't do everything. You blew it. You want to go to jail, you go to jail. You don't, you're going to get a tether. We have to monitor this.
I'm staying, Your Honor.
I'm gonna do it for about, let's see how he does for 60 days. So it's $100 violation cost is the sentence of the court. You will get a scram tether within 24 hours and we'll have it for 60 days. And then we'll review it. And we're gonna continue the probation with no jail. Now that's your blessing, no jail. Get it together. Prepare yourself for anything life throws at you, because we don't know. But we can't melt down like this. We have to be able to carry on for your future, for your family, if you got kids, and if you don't, for your future kids. You've got to be strong. I got to be strong. We all got to be strong in this life.